Hey, what's up, humans? Welcome back to Jade Empire. This is episode 11. And I feel like we're about to go to the Imperial City because in the last episode we closed the dam. Oh, well, before that we helped those dead ghost children get pass on to the next realm. You know, they were trapped here. But after that, we closed the dam, which forever, well, for now, is going to seal away the old ruins of the old Tian's Landing. Old. Same sentence. And then, we went up, we went to where all the mercenaries were hanging out. Because they have a flyer, right? So, we went over there to get the flyer, and we got the flyer. We killed Gao the Greater, and also Inquisitor Lim, I believe his name was. No, I'm sorry. I had started this and it immediately went into a cutscene, so I'm gonna have to reload it. So just so you know, that there's a reason why we're gonna do this. So hold on. Yes. Let's go.
In the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional paths. But this band of folks is by far the most exotic.
You looked at me as you said that. What are you trying to say, Sky?
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say, Wildflower or Zoo.
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves, that they don't always look like what they really are.
Yes, and Dawnstar does have strange abilities. Or, we all have hidden demons, but not literally. Your nature is odd. So we can assume Sky is hiding the part that doesn't ram its foot into its mouth. Yeah, so we can assume Sky is hiding the part that doesn't ram its foot into its mouth.
I certainly hope that part's in there somewhere.
Look, I didn't mean to say... Anyway, I meant no offense to anyone, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, so started up the game and immediately started doing that. I was like, what? I'm not even recording it. So, we have Wildflower, Sagacious Zoo, Dawnstar, all incredibly good names, Henpecked Ho, Sky, and, of course, our big burly man. Okay, fine. Go over there. Our big burly man, the Black Whirlwind. But we also have Kang. He invented the flying machine. He's like, I've got a flying machine. I can't see my house from here. Comment down below about the game that I was just quoting. And we'll see if you're right. All right, so it looks like some of these guys have something to say, but we definitely have to go talk with, how's it, the Minister Sheng? Is that his name? About closing the dam. Anyway, Sky.
Something's on your mind?
Something's on your mind. You have an arrow above it. Your head. Do you have a minute to talk?
Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen.
How does that make you feel?
I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor.
Look at your trapezoid, sir. It's like a triangle. How did you track Gao?
Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through.
5 years old, and they're afraid of a little girl, so they killed her.
I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone.
That's terrible. I'm sorry to bring this up.
It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish.
Things like this are important to dwell upon.
You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later.
Any thoughts on what we're doing here?
When you say the word, we're ready to leave. I'm looking forward to seeing the Imperial City again. I appreciated the hectic pace when I was there. When we reach the Imperial City, we'll have a whole host of new problems. You have to love a challenge.
That is all I need from you.
Always happy to help.
I thought they, like, took your wife, too. What happened to her? Henpecked Ho, you got something to say?
Prosperous tidings. What can humble Ho do to assist you today?
Why do you always call yourself Humble Ho? You're henpecked. What do you think about our current situation?
It would seem that we at last have the means necessary to get us back to the Imperial City, and for that I should be very glad. However, I must now face the greatest trial of all. My sweet wife will no doubt be waiting for me. Soon my time with the cannibals will be nothing but a fond memory.
Why did you marry your wife if she's so difficult?
Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the drunken master style.
A
I was
mess.
the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight.
Wine is a dangerous companion.
Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain.
I guess you really owed him after that.
Apparently, the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for.
Tell me more about yourself, Ho.
Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear, especially when she is so very far away and I may never see her again.
What do you think of about our current situation?
It would seem that we have...
Oh.
However,
Okay. That's all for now.
as you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
Yeah, you are impatient. I'll bring you with me and one of these things. Sagacious Zoo.
The way is clear to the Imperial City. You need only to speak to our mad friend Kang, and he will prepare the flyer.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Lim Nose Zoo. I want to talk about Inquisitor Lim. What Inquisitor blah, 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 blah. I want to talk about what Inquisitor Lim said about you.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
That was weird. It almost sounded like they changed voice actors in the middle of that. It must be difficult to regret the deaths of so many.
Regret? I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
Why did you leave the Assassins? Why do you hate them so much?
There is a place for the enforcer, the man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling.
I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
I see nothing in what they do that would scare off a killer like you.
Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, we should make our way to the Imperial City. That is where they took your master, and where we will find the heart of the Lotus Assassins.
I have questions about our enemy.
Our enemy? The sure sign of an effective fighter is that he has many enemies. Which are you most curious about?
Oh, so you want to sit there and be... Well, he's dead. Well, tell me about Gal the Greater.
He is dead, and the Empire will shed no tears. He paid the price for aligning himself with Death's hand. There is no reason to say any more than that.
Okay. Tell me about Death's Hand and the Lotus Assassins.
There is little to tell that would affect you now. The Assassins are fanatically loyal to Death's hand, and he uses that influence to do as he wishes. He also controls the Imperial Army, but they are no longer in his favor, it seems. Mere guards in comparison to the Assassins. Death's Hand was just beginning his rise to power when I left the Lotus Assassins. I do not know much more about him.
Maybe we will. I want to know about the Emperor.
You name the Emperor among your personal foils. You have a grand opinion of yourself. Don't be so quick to link Sun High to the destruction you have seen. Death's Hand may still answer to him, but it is a long leap from that to assuming the Emperor approves of what the Lotus Assassins have done.
Seems to me that either he approves or he has lost power.
Both of those possibilities will be hard for people to swallow. The Emperor is the Emperor. He is above weakness or viciousness. To question that is to question the nature of the Jade Empire, and not many people are willing to do that.
Why not?
The Emperor is the foundation upon which we build. If he is weakened, we all fall.
Your mouth isn't moving. All right, well, goodbye for now.
Goodbye then.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Sagacious Zoo. Can I talk to you? Kang!
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight.
What do you think about our current situation?
I think we're waiting around for nothing. We have the inscrutable power source, the wind map, and the flyer. The Imperial City won't fly its way to us.
I mean, it should. Alright, that's all for now.
Yes. I'll keep at my plans for the dragonfly. Perhaps a sling for carrying oxen. The industry could use some automation. A dying breed, the ox carrier.
Why do you remind me of Morden? Dr. Morden Solus. Hey, what's up, Wildflower? Let me get over here. Nope, that's the opposite.
What do you want?
Rude. I want to learn more about you.
The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger.
Who is this other?
I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface. Gives him more power.
Andromeda? Done?
The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each of us. The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do. That's what he says.
The other is like the Guardian?
I can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. Please, don't mention him again. The Guardian is my friend. He's a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't.
Be strong, Wildflower.
I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself?
I'll help you, Wildflower.
Thank you. I'll try not to be a bother, but the Guardian says we must stay with you. I hope you'll be my friend.
We can be
Is
friends.
there anything else you wanted?
What do you think of our current situation?
I think we should keep going. The Guardian says so too. The city is the center of the Empire. All roads lead there. All winds too. We can fly! I've always wanted to fly. Is there anything else you wanted?
Nothing right now. We'll talk again later.
Okay.
Wow. Tragic. It's like not only does she have the Guardian with her, but she's got another entity. And it's like yin and yang, I guess, you know, evil and good. And they pull which one way or the other, and I think that that's really affecting her. And I don't know if they know that. Or care, I should say. I don't think they care. Alright, and finally, Dawnstar.
The people of Tian's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we have encountered.
That was a lot of resistance. I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time.
You don't speak much about your life before the school.
I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress, but that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well.
So you were born and the sky was red, and possibly it was the destruction of dirge that was causing the sky to be red. But then, you know, people being so superstitious, it's like you're probably in a very small town, 20, 30 people. It's like, and you were the only one born. Because nowadays it's like, you know, someone's born every like 10 seconds or whatever, right? So, you know, there would be thousands of people born under a red sky. I am beginning to feel some of that myself. Go on.
Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime.
I have some general questions.
I will answer what I can.
What should I concentrate on doing?
We should get in this marvelous dragonfly and go after Master Li's captors. Talk to Kang, and he will get us on our way.
We have to finish here. All right.
Be well, my friend.
And then let us, real quick.
I just hope we don't bump into my suspicious spouse.
Got nothing to say.
What? What do you want?
Tell me something about your past.
I remember one time I was hired by two warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk and talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did.
I certainly hope you didn't interfere with their meeting.
Not really. I just hope things progress a little faster, that's all. The clan leaders were agreed on peace except for one thing, Jinlo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her and neither would give her up. After 5 days, it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the two leaders were about to come to blows over Jinlo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, so I cleaved the wench in two and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
What? It's like he wants her, and he wants her. Well, you take whatever half. So how much vomit was on the ground from both of them? You're a brute, Whirlwind. How could you do it?
It was easy. She was small, and my blades are extremely sharp. But it didn't really help, though.
Naturally.
They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dogs.
What do you think about our current situation?
What are you asking me for? You've got everything you need to make that flying machine go, so let's go already. I'm looking forward to getting to the Imperial City. They've got the cheapest wine in all the Empire, and plenty of it.
That's all for now.
Nah.
Come on, ho. Oh, so it's not just hanging out over here. I think that would be dope if the flyer was over here. So we got some people to talk to. I certainly hope I can come back here. Ah. Can't believe that story. I mean, what? That lady was just T-posing, because that guy's T-posing. Pop in. Am I right? It's probably because this is not, you weren't supposed to see that. The systems were supposed to be slower at loading areas, and then they could pop in without T-posing. That is all right. Like, which way did he cut her in half? Like, this way? Or the other way? So, what's a good way to describe that? Is it Mortal Kombat 11 Kung Lao, where, he goes down and comes up, shing, right through the center of the person, cutting them in half that way? Or was it like him in, I don't know which game that was, but no, he also does that in, I believe, 10, where no, it's the same game. Where he throws his hat down, and then he pulls the body through it. In half, though. That's more like Frost, I guess. Who are these guys? Oh! I'll talk to you first. It is good to see you again. We have told Minister Sheng of your bravery in freeing us from the pirates, but no words can do justice to your great and generous deeds.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants. You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
Thank you once again. May fortune smile upon you for your good deeds. At least I get 500 silver, but an inferior scholar gem? I have plenty of those.
Hello. Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy as Minister Sheng? The dam is closed and the town is saved, so Minister Sheng feels magnanimous. That means I will answer your questions, by the way.
All right, goodbye.
Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Greetings once more.
Wait.
Very.
Yeah, you don't sell anything.
You're crazy. Times have never been better.
You've done it all, youngster. You've saved an entire town. You're the hero we needed 18 years ago. Oh, better late than never, eh?
Surprised you remembered me at your age. Oh, I found this portrait in the ruins. Is it yours?
Let's see what you have there. Oh.
Looks familiar?
Yes. Yes, it's mine. She was my wife, and she didn't make it out of the rising waters.
At least you'll have this to remember her by. Take it.
I can't tell you what this means to me. After all these years, there are no words. Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Away with you then, youngster. Turn your back on old way.
It's your problem. Region.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Fine. Fine, fine. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. We will be leaving Tian's Landing here very soon, as soon as we're done talking.
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Big Tian.
Hello again. I ain't had much luck finding myself a wife yet, but I'll keep trying. Big Tian's old father didn't raise himself no quitter.
I know a woman who's looking for a husband.
You do? That's great. Is she pretty? Is she a nice, simple gal who'll help me out on the farm and keep me warm at night?
No. I don't know. We'd have to ask her.
Well, let's go meet her. You better lead the way, 'cause I don't know where we're going. Wow, you sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian 'cause I'm so big.
How about the like button?
Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tian, my name's Eiling. I haven't seen you around town before. I'd remember someone like you.
Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before. Usually I stay out on my farm, but my old father told me it's time to get me a wife, so... You want to get married now?
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack, are you, Tian?
He's a simple man, but a good man.
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town. I'm not sure I want to leave Tian's Landing.
Let's see here. So we have three options: charm, intimidation, and intuition. So charm says Tian could move here in join your gang. I'm sure he doesn't really care about the farm. Intimidation. The mighty Eiling's afraid to spread her wings? I can't believe that. Intuition. Leaving town would give you a fresh start away from your gang. You were desperate enough to ask me to find you a man. Tian's a man. What's the problem? I'm going to do that one because I'm still not sure.
I'm not desperate enough to just settle for some yokel who stumbled into town.
Hey, I don't know what yokel means, but it don't sound too nice. I ain't looking for a wife who's going to insult me. This marriage is off.
Huh. That didn't go well, did it? Look, if you want to collect that silver I promised you, you're going to have to come up with someone better than that.
After years of humiliation and degradation at the hands of my gentle spouse, I can tell you firsthand that your brash approach will never be effective.
Are you talking to her? Hi.
So, how's the husband hunting going?
You saw one.
If you find any good prospects, just bring them on by. You find me a keeper, and I'll make it worth your while.
Tell me about the town's bachelors. Is it only in this town?
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out.
Out, huh?
Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town.
So you don't know him.
Then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
I don't think I can help you. Wait. I'll be back once I find you a husband.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
So, we got some people to talk to. Now that we know who to talk to, let's go over here. This looks like one of them. Is it you? Shipeng? No. Who are you? Beggar? You want a beggar? Got dock workers and beggars. I got an urchin here, but Darting Lynx is a woman. Another beggar. And we got Rue.
Aha! When I saw that airship flying off from the island, I figured the best thing was to come back here. I knew you'd come back and see me, because we're a team. And what a team! I dropped you off at the pirate camp, you killed some pirates, I got drunk, you killed more pirates, and I took a nap. We are an unstoppable team, my friend. Do you know that all this adventuring and such has shamed me? I find myself dwelling on memories of my youth. I was a capable man once. I've lost so much. I've wasted so much.
You can be a capable man again, you know?
Nonsense. People say that all the time, but they don't really mean it. I've made bad decisions, and now I must live with them. I can't just suddenly turn my life around.
Yes, you can. Just stop drinking.
You clearly do not understand how complex life can be. Why, if I just stopped drinking wine, I'd probably have a better chance at finding a wife, I suppose. Well, then she'd make me get up before midday. I'd pull the barge and ride the river all day. Then I'd come home to a house full of kids and a wife, probably with a big dinner on the stove.
Sounds like you might enjoy that.
Yes, it does sound nice. Even worth giving up the wine for. But it's not that easy. I don't think I'd be strong enough. I'm just a useless old drunk.
So we can still be like, this is a happy time, Rue. Have a drink and celebrate. But I don't want to do that. So charm is, it won't be easy, Rue. But I know you're strong enough to do this. Intuition, which is probably one I will use. A useless drunk couldn't have helped me reach the pirate's lair. And intimidation. Quit making excuses. You can do this. So yeah, I'm going to do intuition. A useless drunk couldn't have helped me reach the pirate lair.
I suppose that's true. I did get you up the river when nobody else could. When nobody else dared. If I can take on the pirates, surely I can give up the wine.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend. I am going to get sober. Find some poor unfortunate woman and make her my wife. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, I owe you more than I can say. Thank you.
I don't know where you're going. And you're gone. What is your name? Come on, ho. Let's go find Eiling a husband. Well, at least attempt to. I have a feeling that I could also find someone in another town and direct them over this way. So we'll see. We'll see. I should probably talk with Big Tian. And he's gone. So he had one shot. That's all he had. One shot to get the lady, and he just had to be a moron. It's alright though. You?
Welcome back to Truman's Woodcrafts. I still don't have any wares to show you, I'm afraid. I'm still short on inventory.
Oh, come on.
It's a shame my business is struggling so much. I really am a fine craftsman, but I could use someone to help organize things and help me out with some of my jobs.
Okay. You're going out of business?
With the dam closed and the economy picking up, I had hoped my customers would pay off their debts to me. But I'm having trouble collecting from them. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Maybe I could help you collect.
No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so.
I wasn't going to do it violently. I could lend you some silver to get back on your feet.
A noble offer, but I must refuse. Prospects for my shop are poor right now. I can't allow you to risk losing your investment. No, things will have to work out on their own.
Okay. I hear you're looking for a wife.
You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought a good woman could help me run my business better. Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself?
Possibly. Do you know Eiling?
Eiling? The gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. Why would I want to marry her?
She's really quite pleasant.
I'm sure she can be pleasant when she wants to be, but from what I hear, she can also be quite unpleasant when the mood hits.
She could help you in your business?
Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization, and she is quite attractive.
Silver lining?
I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on, let's go see Eiling.
Why do I have to be here? Awkward.
Hello, Eiling. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Give him a chance. You can be pretty intimidating.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking things slow and careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember seeing your wares in the market square. You've made some beautiful pieces.
Too bad he's going bankrupt. He's a true artist.
I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
So you just say that and then you turn to me like, help? This is just sad. You need to impress her, Chuman. You two both seem to already know a lot about each other. I think he wanted me to introduce you.
You're a sensitive man, Chuman. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
I'd like that, Eiling. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
I think Chuman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us.
Okay, fine, I'll leave. You don't have to say it like that. I'll leave you two alone.
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
Perhaps now they will enjoy many, many years of wedded bliss together. As I have. Many, many long years.
I'm glad I brought you with me, ho. Ho! I was about to say. So, we did the deed.
Sisair pawao, tikotro tuaso. Osinsu kukupir fuku. Yukutni kunk uno sai.
Okay. I thought I had it. Let's see here. Map. Do need to get back into that tea house real quick. Oh, God. I went the wrong way. Run. Faster. Tea house is here. I'm also looking for a wife.
Praise the Emperor.
Oh,
Old
God.
Mother Quan is back in charge, and I'm back steeping tea where I belong. No more giving out bad advice for me.
He's talking again. All the sailors are gone. Patron. Yaru. Again.
Why have you returned? I suspect there must be some reason beyond the desire to add the agony of conversing with you to my already incalculable sufferings.
What's wrong?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
You could do that. Maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience, not when I deserve so much more.
You're a pompous ass.
Your jibes can nary prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
So you insult me, and then you're like, but I would like to talk to you again. It's just because I'm a pretty girl. I am pretty girl. Where did this guy go? Did he go to the Imperial City? It's very empty now. Where the hell did... What's his name go? Rue. Where's Rue? I just wanna check real quick on their relationship, see if I can anyway. Because he's not here anymore either. Fisherman. A new Marvel superhero. Fisherman. And the trout. Let's see, yeah. Oh, I can't even go back in. Okay, that's fair. Let's leave then. But, before we do, I'm going to take a quick break. Let's just get back to our little hidey hole. Hidey hole! And then we will be on our way to the Imperial City. Oh man, we've been waiting this long. Like 11 episodes to get to this place. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too, because this is such a good game. You know, can't believe I didn't play it all the way back in the day. Like I played KOTOR, loved it. And then played Mass Effect, loved it. Oh,
That's good wine you've got here, Ho. Not too sweet, not too sour, and it has a good kick to it.
I'm pleased you like it, though I'm afraid you like it a little bit too much. At this rate, we'll run out of wine before we get back to the Imperial City.
I hope you're joking, Ho. You don't want to see me when I'm sober. You really don't.
I have an ointment you should try. Put it under your tongue, and it will stop your desire for alcohol. Well, more like replace.
And how hard would it be to get more ointment to appease him?
More? Well, I suppose I hadn't thought about that. Let's see. Distillation, crop variation, slide the 3.
Too long or too stupid, I'm not sure which. Besides, why would I want to do that? That'd be like taking away my urge to piss. What's the good in that?
Oh my god. Probably one of my favorite characters. That's why I brought him with me so much. Alright, so break time. Because, you know, I'm doing this to make sure that OBS can restart properly. So we're going to do that real quick. Alright, and I'm back. So now we have one thing to do. I loved that though. That was great. Kang.
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight.
Alright. We have what we need. Let's go to the Imperial City.
Good, good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
This route is plagued with enemy ships. What do you want to do? Attack them! How about we don't do that? Rough. Oh, that's a missile! That's a missile!
Interesting strategy. Now try winning.
What's my button again for that? We have arrived.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus Assassins are getting impatient.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions.
Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south. Here, what about this one? At least it's a woman, like they said. You, identify yourself.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
My purpose is my own. Of course, I am Wu the Lotus Blossom. Lotus is something that you guys tend to care about, so I'm a blossom. They're the assassins. I'm blossoming into an assassin. I'm a simple traveler.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently. You bear a resemblance to someone we are looking for.
No, I don't.
I don't know. The long hair, the purple clothing, very similar. It's not enough to be sure.
We could hold her anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus Assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question her.
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
No, Princess Lian. We were questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus Assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this woman is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Lian.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tian's Landing. I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact on the Imperial City.
Yeah, Silk Fox. I could have used your help getting here. Forgive me, but I am not sure how to address you.
I understand. Our last meeting was under interesting circumstances. You may address me as Princess Lian, the Heavenly Lily.
No.
It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence.
Also, no. A common greeting, but I require an explanation.
Your explanation lies in the simple bow you have given. Everyone around me kowtows low, obeying my whims. Honest opinion is rare. That is why I often travel without official escort and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules of the court. You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise.
Of course, Princess Lian. Should we talk somewhere else?
That would be best. I trust the servants I keep, but this is best discussed away from the open street. I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
A rendezvous with the princess? Such a scandal. Of course, Princess, at your convenience.
Very well. We will continue speaking later. I'm sure we both have questions that need answering. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
It would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
Thank you. Note from Princess Lian, an imperial favor. Chapter 3. Wait, is this set up in chapters? I don't even know. Wherein the Imperial City is revealed, Silk Fox reveals her station, and the Lotus Assassins are infiltrated. The marvelous dragonfly bears you away from Tian's Landing toward the Imperial City. The fall of Gao the Greater and Assassin Lim, well, he's an Inquisitor, will have far-reaching consequences, and your enemy will not let your actions go unanswered. Terrible forces gather ahead, and as you draw close, they will leave their mark as surely as you have left yours. And there be my crew. Why are you all the way over here? Oh. Everyone's got something more talking with lovely you. Wait, hold on.
Well, well, is the Imperial City all you expected? It is quite a spectacle compared to the bulk of the Empire. The marvelous dragonfly performed perfectly, of course.
I just need to fly somewhere.
Certainly, certainly. Always willing to take the marvelous dragonfly for a jaunt. Pick your place, and we will be there in no time.
So we can go back. Okay. Well, let's...
Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty.
Tell me about yourself. I want to learn more about you.
I found my way to Tian's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves.
This wind map doesn't lead to the Imperial City?
It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came?
All right. Let's go.
Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first.
Tian's Landing.
Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated.
Okay, where are we going now? Oh no! Oh no!
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something.
You have the urge to build something.
There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out.
Ah!
Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out.
These guys are throwing way too many barrels.
Oh, so close. But we have to get out of here. We need to try again.
Failure.
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something.
Come on.
There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out.
Very rough. Cloudburst.
Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled.
Okay. Okay, that should be interesting.
Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time.
You have the resources of the Imperial City at your disposal. Think harder.
You know, it is true that I should be able to find what I need here. Let me rummage through what I have stockpiled. Just a few tweaks. Tight fit. Not sure how that will affect things. What's it? I don't remember seeing that before. Just get this last. There we go. It's ready. Now we can finally find out just what it does. After I name it, of course. Nothing works right until you name it. How about the confoundable minutia?
No. I'm sure that will help. Start it up.
What? No, impossible. I fixed it. I checked everything. It should work. No, I did that.
What are you doing?
Oh, where'd the city go?
Are we dead?
Well, that was anticlimactic. A flash of light, but no resounding boom.
Heaven.
What good is such a light if Earth doesn't meet sky?
Where are we?
What? Oh my. It seems we have transported to a heaven. A strangely familiar one for some reason, but I don't recall ever moving to such a place before.
Kang! You and your infernal inventions are going to get us all killed!
So you don't know where we are?
This place is completely unknown to me. Or is it? I am compelled to take the steps this way. There are gears here that I remember.
I don't like this at all. I especially don't like that he seems at home here.
Oh, don't worry. So back in heaven. At the floating mountains. Well, this must be your laboratory. Perimeter check. Cal Bezor. Where would you look if I told you to find me a Bezor? Configuration of the ox. Tiger button.
Look at this. It's a marvel. A wonder of monumental proportions. A phenomenal piece of unbelievable craftsmanship.
Really? What does it do?
I haven't the slightest idea. But it must be important, wouldn't you think? I mean, just look at it. These machines, they are manipulators, fabricators. They bully energy into something. They can be activated, deactivated, on and off and on. You see?
But what is it?
I can only come to one conclusion. Lord Lau's furnace.
Lord Lau? He is just a legend. Like saying all millstones are based on his machine that carved the coast for the Great Dragon.
Legendary, mythical, and overrated in some respects, but if anyone else has a better origin for such machines as this, I'm not hearing it.
Who is Lord Lau?
Artificer to the celestial bureaucracy, he creates machines that themselves also create, although I'd make them a little less delicate had I his resources. Still, he is an inspirational figure for inventors, and we are in his playhouse. You select the machines you want to activate, and then the tiger or the dragon button, like this.
Please don't randomly hit switches. I find it unsettling.
Don't worry. The individual machines are not activated. I think the switches must be thrown on at least 2 of the components before it will do whatever it does. You also have to select a fuel. It looks like there are a few pieces of cinnabar in the contraption, but it may accept others as well.
Do you think it's wise to play with it?
Well, judging by the pile of ashes I found near the controls, if you do it wrong, it either creates a nice warm fire or burns the person standing here to a crisp. It looks like a powerful thing, so just guessing at the possible configurations will probably get you into trouble and waste the cinnabar in the machine. So, you might want to be careful how you go about it. Things like this usually have directions. No, recipes. No, that's not it. Configurations. That's it.
Wait, didn't we just find a strange set of directions?
Very true. Perhaps you should give them a try. They didn't mean much before, but now we may have the tools to make something of them.
We were in the Imperial City for like a minute. Let's go to plot items. Configuration of the ox. That's what we just picked up here, so. Let us see. This strange schematic has had better days. The paper ragged at the corners, while the page is filled with doodled diagrams, including one for a device that seems designed to colorize rice for easy sorting. The majority of the space is taken up by a single notation. Foul-smelling water must be purified of the taint of a rotted egg. Only the water wheel and the applauding stack can manage it. Even then, only with the dragon's help. Foul-smelling water must be purified of the taint of a rotted egg. Only the water wheel and the applauding stack can manage it. Even then, only with the dragon's help. What does that mean? That's our water wheel, right? Dragon button. Whirling cogs. Okay, whatever that did. Conductor. Clapper chimney. The water wheel. Cranking cauldron. Okay, so I've hit all these things. Hit all these things without even reading this. Get out of my way. The Celestial Order, Volume 3. The celestial bureaucracy is made up of all the servants that the great dragon left behind to administer creation. According to the priests and augurs, they know nothing of their creator or where it has gone. The great dragon has transcended heaven, they say. They, in their faithfulness, remain behind. Or so they say. Over the millennia, many have fallen from their duties and have become part of the chaos in the world. This, we can only suppose, is part of creation as well. But as representatives of order, humanity suffers most from the attentions of these chaotic spirits and demons. Okay, that had nothing to do with that. The fuel hopper contains some cinnabar ore, but there is a separate section. The configurations likely need specialized fuels to make them effective. Load new fuel into the hopper. You rummage through your pack looking for something that this machine might use as fuel. Place a cow bezoar. How Lord Lao managed to predict the shape of a stone formed in a cow's gullet, you'll never know, but a small round club in the fuel hopper holds the bezoar securely. With the dragon's help. Foul-smelling water must be purified of the taint of a rotted egg. Only the water wheel and the applauding stack can manage it, even then only with the dragon's help. Okay. So the wheel and the stack. So, save. No idea what will happen. Yeah. So I think water wheel. Tiger button.
A most intriguing place.
Where can I find configurations for this device?
Well, given the rather fantastic nature of the furnace, I would bet that whoever has them doesn't really know what they are for. You found one previously in an unrelated endeavor. I'm afraid that is just the kind of continued uncertainty we will have to deal with. Keep your eyes open.
How do I use the machine?
Turn on the individual components, at least 2 of them. Place the fuel of your choice in the hopper, and then press either the tiger or the dragon button. Before you do all that, you should make sure you know what configuration you want. Otherwise, boom! You never know what might happen.
You're back.
All right. Have a look around, or whatever it is you do. Come and find me when you want to go back.
Well, you want to go back at this point. Water wheel. Clapper chimney. Jesus! What in the hell is that? And why am I doing Drunken Master?
Focus.
The hell was that? Oh my god. That is hideous. I did something.
A most intriguing place. All right.
I'm so confused. Is that supposed to make sense? I mean, I'll say that, but strange creature just got summoned when I did that. Plot items. So this is the configuration of the ox. Oh. We also have configuration of the horse. Oh, which we had already read, but didn't really know what this meant. Madmen with eyes of metal and of a strange island in the skies. His words frightened me, but none more than when he clutched my arm, suddenly lucid. It's the tiger, he said, fever burning in his eyes. The tiger feeds on the stone of the cow, torn from the bovine's innards. All but the cogs are watching, waiting and active, waiting for the tiger to feed. After his recovery, my husband remembered nothing of his journeys or of his ravings except one. So no cogs and Bezor. Okay. Okay. Everything but the cogs, and the tiger is the button. So this is the cogs. So we will do conductor. We will do clapper chimney. We will do the water wheel. I'm gonna die, aren't I? We're gonna do the cranking cauldron. And then we're gonna put the cow Bezor in here. And then we're gonna hit the tiger button. God damn it, guys. The Song of the Spirit. Oh, I lost the configuration of the horse.
Excellent! What an amazing machine! Now, if we can find more configurations, just imagine what we could do here.
This machine is amazing.
Yes, amazing indeed. Of course, without more configurations, we'll never know just what it can really do.
I thought I was about to summon something. Like a fused head thing. Ah, that's why the multiple Bezors. All right.
A most intriguing place.
I'm ready to leave this place.
Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later.
Good. Hey, at least these loading screen pictures aren't spoiler. Like they have no spoilers with them. It's like they wait until you've reached a certain place before that'll happen. Black Whirlwind, what do you got to say?
What? What do you want?
Talking. I'd like to hear more about your past.
Too much talking and thinking can be dangerous, I should know. I remember one cold winter I took a job clearing rats from a local monastery.
Rats?
I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools, but hunting rats one at a time is boring work. So I had an idea, a way to catch them all at once. I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. I figured if I could get the rats drunk, They'd be so much easier to catch.
Okay. Ah, this should be good. I can't believe you got rats drunk.
Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine. I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming monks and fiery explosions. It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine. Not a good combination.
What happened to the monastery?
The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. See what happens when you think too much?
This is by far the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Alright, Sky, you are next on the question block.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Why does it say continue with him? That's weird. What's on your mind right now?
I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began.
Where are you looking? But yeah, stop with the continue part. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us. There is no shame in dwelling on the past.
There's no point in living in the past either.
True.
In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
Is there something specific you're looking forward to?
Besides seeing what trouble you get yourself into next, you mean? You know, I look forward most to the day when I figure out how to deal with you. A woman as strong as she is beautiful is rare, but I've encountered that combination before. Normally, I try to flatter you into my bed, but you're better than that. You're a companion and a damn skilled warrior, so I find I never quite know how to deal with you.
That's nice of you to say.
It's the truth, plain and simple.
I don't deny your beauty. I just don't want to treat you like I would other women. I respect you, and well, let's just leave it at that for now. I don't like how it just cuts out dialogue sometimes. It's like, if you would just speak as opposed to say continue the entire time. Sagacious.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
What are your feelings on the Imperial City? How powerful are the Lotus Assassins here?
They are as powerful as fear allows them to be. Not the specific information you are looking for, I'm sure, but you did ask about my feelings. If their tactics have not changed, everyone fears them as children fear the shadows, never knowing what might come.
They sound more like outlaws than an arm of the Emperor.
They are not outlaws. Their orders come from Death's Hand, and he is the will of the Emperor. At least, That is how it was meant to be. Pardon my outburst. Every act of the assassins has the approval of the Emperor. We were supposed to reflect his glory. That is why some actions should never have been ordered.
You are referring to the incident that prompted your exit.
The Lotus Assassins were once the Order of the Lotus under Prince Qin, spiritual advisor to the Emperor. During and after the attack on Dirge, changes were made. As flames seared the sky, enemies of the Emperor faced a new threat, Death's Hand. He assumed command of our order, and we began silencing people. Some were killed only to serve as warnings. Others had done nothing except be near his enemies.
You were ordered to kill innocents? Why even consider it?
I am no stranger to death. That alone is not enough to disturb me. But I see only weakness in targeting innocents, peripheral to the real enemy. Weakness suggests losing the right to rule. Can you see how that shook my faith in the Empire? You seem to see why I had concerns. Perhaps you might understand. I have not said everything, and I have not yet decided if I will. But I see something in you that may set things right. We will see. For now, what else do you need?
Nothing.
Goodbye.
And Dawnstar. Of course, then we'll talk to Ho.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. I feel like I'm a long way from home, and I don't even know where home is anymore.
Maybe it's here. Why not just talk with Kang about that? What do you think about what has been happening?
We just have to keep going. That's all we can do.
Let's go back to my other questions.
All right. What did you want to ask?
Something to get more out of you? What do you think about... Oh. Okay.
Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Can't talk to Ho yet. Got to switch up. Exit. Ho.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
Lucky you. Sorry to hear that, Ho.
No, you misunderstand me. My wife, she's not here. I thought I was as good as dead. Now my execution is delayed. Until her eventual return, of course.
Why did you become a bun master if you were a master fighter?
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions. As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable.
Well, that's not such a bad thing.
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Poor Ho, you're whipped, my friend. He had an arrangement. Ouch.
I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bondmaster, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
Thanks, that's all for now.
As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
Now we take little girl. She's my daughter! By the Outcrier, huh? What's this? Can I go in here? No. Can't go in there. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself.
Do you know of anything happening in the city?
There's almost always something happening in the city. There's Captain San, of course, standing guard at the gates out of the city. Word has it the captain has some bounties. Rich rewards for those who can track down some wanted criminals.
Can you think of anything else?
You must know about the Imperial Arena. Kui, the promoter, is always looking for skilled fighters to participate in his matches. It's this huge building right here.
What else is going on?
There's word from the Scholars' Garden that some strange outlander has taken up residence there, causing quite the ruckus, as barbarians typically do.
Interesting. Is that all you have?
There's a rumor floating around that the Black Leopard School has been having some difficulties recently, feuding masters, that sort of thing. The Black Leopard School lies across the waterway and up the grassy path, if you're curious.
Any other word?
Word has it there's going to be a new play happening sometime soon in the Golden Way district, over at the large pagoda on the left side of the road. It might not be ready to start yet, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye out for.
Any other news?
That's all I can think of right now.
Jeez. Good. I'll be back if I have other questions for you.
A pleasure to be of service. Enjoy your stay here.
Please, enjoy your stay. So let me come out here and, oh my god! Wow.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a young woman covered from head to toe in plum-colored armor. Reports suggest that she may be a demon spirit able to change her form at will.
I wish that were possible.
Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Stop it with the glowing eyes, you're going to draw attention to us. You have drawn some attention, but their description lacks accuracy. What they have will not reveal you. My Batarian voice. Girl.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands
In
of
the
the Scourge.
south. Of the south. In the south. Lotus Assassin.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
No, that is not true. And also sort of true. Sign. Imperial City Gates. Thank you. There's that guy over there.
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
Oh, you don't know anything, I guess. Commoner. Commoner. Guard. Nothing. Commoner. Get to Imperial Arena. Smash your damn base. Boy. This looks like jail. Scholar Gem configuration of the dragon. So I got another one. But we will have to do that another time. Not just going to go back there. We're exploring. Let's cross the bridge. Commoner. Hi. Does this look like armor to you? Boy. Girl. Commoner. Junda Lina. Shop? No. Some type of district. Bamboo cask. Gem of Foresight. Another base to smash. 3. Commoner. And this will lead out of the city, or... I don't want to leave just yet. Fuck your base. 2. Commoner. Boy. Girl. Commoner. Dogs! We got dogs! And commoners, of course. Bookstand. The History of Flight, Volume 4. Sometime after Scholar Xu Wen and his prototype flyer disappeared, an apprentice from the Imperial City discovered the scholar's cryptic notes, detailing the use of the inscrutable power source. The apprentice showed the information to his master, General Song Tao. Song Tao was an engineer before he joined the army, and he recognized the potential of the scholar's work. He convinced Emperor Sun Lian to fund a project to develop a flyer for use in the army. The emperor agreed readily, and after several months of trying, the first true flyer was created. Within a year, the skies near the imperial palace were filled with flyers, though the safety of the new flyers was questionable. It didn't take long for others to adopt and improve upon the design. Interesting. It's just dialogue after dialogue. Guard. Boy. Dog. Commoner. Sign. Nope, 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 okay. Sign. To the Golden Way. Commoner.
So many people here. The sound of their voices inside can be almost overwhelming.
I'm not gonna...
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
An arsonist running loose in this... Where are those mercenaries?
All right.
Her own master died at her hands, and she had fellow students kidnapped and tortured just because they didn't agree with her.
You can stop talking whenever. Awesome. This is where we will leave it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Jade Empire. Headbutt that like button. Leave comments down below about this episode or the other episodes if you are just coming in here now. I will have in the opposite corner at the end of the video the playlist for Jade Empire, and beneath that will be the playlist for Dark Souls. Subscribe if you haven't for more content like this, and I'll see you guys back in the Imperial City of the Jade Empire. We're finally here. Such a great game. And we've been to heaven now twice, I guess, without dying. And we've talked with all of our party members, and we learned a lot about what's going on with them. And oh man, the Black Whirlwind has just got some crazy stories. So you just don't think that they're gonna do it that way. You're just like, okay, so I figured I'd get them all drunk, and then I got drunk too. And then all of a sudden there was fire and explosions everywhere because the rats were literally jumping into fire and all that and exploding because they were drenched in the wine. And then he got kicked out. Or him splitting that girl in half, and be like, here, you get a half and you get a half. And they're just like so pissed off at him, and then he killed them all. And I'm like, what kind of man is he? And then we got Zhu, who's like, very passionate about the Lotus Assassins, but at the same time not with Death's Hand. So something happened there. I guess the killing of innocents and all that changed his mind and he left. But if Death's Hand was gone, he'd probably go back. And then Ho is lucky that his wife isn't here. And Wildflower, don't want to be her, but two entities inside of her pulling every which way, and she really kind of has no choice in the matter. Kang is great. He's a great inventor. And then we got Sky, who lost his daughter. Apparently she was trying to fight her captors at age 5, and they killed her because they were afraid of her. So strange. And we're just learning a bunch, and we finally got to the Imperial City. So with that, everyone, take it easy. I will see you in the next episode of Jade Empire. Right over there in the corner. Anyway, take it easy.